So basically, I missed the show. Good morning on my last day of Paris Fashion Week. I'm just making a quick run to grab some breakfast by the hotel. I got a few hours in the morning before my first show, so I'm off to go there and I'll let you know where I'm headed off to next. My breakfast and I'm just getting ready because I have oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Oh yes, I know where I'm going. Oh my God. Last day of Paris Fashion Week. That's what's happening, folks. Valentin Yudashkin is my 11:30 show this morning. I've got to head over to the Place Vendôme. It's at a hotel, the location. Then after that, I am going to the Alexander McQueen showroom. They have a private appointment for to see the collection that ran last night at the event. I did not get an invite for the big event last night, but I did get an invite for this day to go see the collection up close and personal. So that's, you know, it's better than nothing. And then the last thing I have today is Junko Shimada at 3:30. That's over at the Palais de Tokyo. So I'm going to be kind of crisscrossing town today with 3 important events. I'm excited for the brands that I'm going to check out and see. And yeah, it's my last full day here at Paris. So to be honest with you, it's been an exciting time here for my first time at Paris Fashion Week. It's also been great to kind of sightsee in between schedules and shows to get a little reacquainted with the city and discover this other side of town, because I've never stayed at the Right Bank before where I am. But at the same time, honestly, with all the stuff that's going on with this crazy virus all over the world, I'm glad I can actually go home and, I don't know, get away from the craziness and just be at home a while. And then this will end my Fashion Week saga for this month of February into March. You know, with New York, hope you've seen that. With London, hope you've seen that as well. And now with Paris, 3 big fashion weeks in a row is insane. So I don't know how people do it. So hope you've been enjoying, but I'm not done yet. There's a lot more to come today, so come along. Let's see what we have in store. you enjoy the Valentin Yudashkin runway? I just wrapped it up. Very elegant. The only weird thing is that there were empty seats in some of the front rows and they didn't fill it up. So, a little odd. So, you'll see in the video empty seats. But what can you do? I actually had a good spot because of the angle. But beautiful collection, elegant, almost couture. But I just wanted to share with you the first show of the day. So I'm going to head over to Alexander McQueen for the VRAI appointment, and then halfway through. Alexander McQueen appointment, and so the entire 40 plus collection is on display here, including handbags that are created, as well as a couple of shoes, from a thigh-high boot to a mechanical shoe. There's a love story theming here, from whales, animal patchworks, heart motifs, and a lot of exquisite pieces. I particularly love the patchwork pieces that are on display here, so take a look and let me know what you think. So, my God, I'm so frustrated right now. I missed my last show, the Junko Shimada, by 10 minutes because it started earlier than normal. Well, no, it started normal. It was supposed to be 3:30, but it started at 3:45. And I got there on 3:50-ish because there's so much demonstrations that traffic was so bad and I was on the other side of town. So basically, I missed the show. My Uber driver was so kind and nice, but because of the demonstrations, everything just got screwed up. It took me forever to get back. And now I'm walking back to the hotel. I'll tell you more later, but I'm just very frustrated right now. So I'm walking back. It's basically a straight shot to my hotel, but it's going to take me over half an hour. But it's my last night. I get a chance to see more of the city since I'm taking a different path today. And I'll show you a few of the sights as I walk by. Oh, straight ahead I see a Galeries Lafayette, but that's not the main store. It's just an offshoot. The one in the Opera District is the main one. So this is just another one, a different location. I think I'm on the Champs-Élysées. I have no idea. So I am on the Champs-Élysées because down there is the Arc de Triomphe. This is like a main road. So interesting story in the Uber because there's so much traffic and people are trying to get to wherever they were going. A car next to us hit a van that suddenly swerved into his lane, and then as we were trying to pass that, some idiot on a bike almost walked into the street and we almost ran him over, but fortunately nothing happened. So because of the protests, so many issues were happening on the roads, honking, near-miss accidents, but I made it safe and sound. So little tidbit. So as I'm walking back, traffic looks really bad in all directions. So I think it's a good decision that I decided to walk back and not take a cab or an Uber after that experience with the demonstrations, but really bad. Traffic everywhere from the demonstrations. Oh, and you can see the corded off stuff that they do for no entry. So walking today is the best bet with all the demonstrations and traffic. But of course I wore my dress shoes today because today was my dress-up day. Never fails, never fails. But at least they're very comfortable. These are ones I bought when I was in England last year. So tip, get great shoes and they'll do you well. Well, I am back in my hotel room after my little walk from the Palais de Tokyo to the hotel. I didn't even time it, but it seemed like a good walk. It was a nice walk. The weather was beautiful, and it was the right decision because of the fact that because of the protests going on, traffic everywhere I saw was so backed up and like at a snail's pace. So I made the right decision to walk back. So, whew, otherwise I'd probably be stuck in a car or a cab or an Uber somewhere in the city. But yeah, and it started drizzling a little, but it's fine. So what a day, what a day, what a day. Went to Valentin Yudashkin, went to the Alexander McQueen event where I got to see all the collections, all the pieces from last night's show, and talk to the PR folks and get to know them and see more detail about the collection. It was beautiful. And then because of the protests, I did not make it to Junko Shimada. Fortunately, Chiyoko, who's, as I mentioned in my other videos, is my fashion editor based in London. She got there in time, just as it was starting. And she saw it, so we'll have to capture it another way and share that with you. But yeah, so that officially wraps up my day. That wraps up my time here in Paris Fashion Week. It's been an amazing experience. I got to explore and rediscover the city after a decade-long absence. It's been also strange because of the fact that the coronavirus is striking and hitting Europe, and everybody's worried about it, and people just want to get back home. So as I've talked to people that are based in the U.S. press and also in other parts of the country, or here in Europe, people want to get home and just be safe. So tomorrow I have an early flight, well, not early flight, a flight before noon. I'm going to leave the hotel early and get to the airport just to avoid traffic, and fly home safe and sound. 9-hour flight, lovely. But with that said, I hope you have enjoyed our Fashion Week coverage and experience. I know it's different than the way other people do it because it's just different. This is me, this is what I go through, this is my day, so you've got a chance to see it, and hopefully get to see a little bit of Paris as I've been exploring in between shows and such. Again, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's going to be more videos coming, more adventures, and then share, like, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. I'm so appreciative of you watching. Thank you so much for everything. I'm Danny from VRAI Magazine. Until then, I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.